guys, just a quick sound check if I may. Release candidate 2, and wow, what a difference in terms of performance for me. It's really, really good. Okay, you can't hear me very clearly, sorry. It's a little bit better now. Tell me if you can hear me a bit clearer. Awesome. Yeah, so like I was saying, Release Candidate 2 has proved to be pretty damn amazing in terms of performance. You can see now this is pretty dense scenery, and you can see 70 FPS, 80 there looking that way, 80, 90 FPS. It's pretty damn amazing. It's really smooth. I don't know what the hell they did, but it's pretty damn impressive. It's really, really good. And interestingly, you know, as some of you may know, may not know, Laminar Research talking about building or releasing, I don't know what the correct term is, but they're doing integration with the Vulkan API. So that's supposed to allow us to fully utilize our hardware. So things like multi-core processors and I guess SLI, so running 2 graphics cards, that kind of stuff. But I mean, if it's running at around, what is it now, 70, looking towards the airport, that's pretty crazy. Just gives you an idea of what's to come. Pretty damn cool, if you ask me. Actually, so Elite Aviator, I don't have X camera. I used it a couple of times before, but it's good. It takes a bit of setup, but to be honest, for me, I find just the regular views in X-Plane enough. I'm happy with it, so I don't miss X camera particularly. So this works quite well. I have everything I need set up on my X52 Pro joystick, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's pretty damn amazing. I mean, this is Payware Airport with a lot of details, you can see, and it's still managing 60 FPS this close up, sometimes 70. How they did it, I have no idea, but it's pretty damn good. I posted today on one of the Facebook groups saying that I've noticed a huge FPS increase. I'm not sure if many people really believe me, because I know a lot of people do exaggerate online, to be fair, but I keep quite a close eye on things in X-Plane, and I'm sure a lot of people always monitor the FPS. This is kind of the FSX days of constantly tweaking, so it's kind of ingrained in our DNA. But yeah, no, it's nice. This aircraft is really high detail, so the frame rates do drop a little bit, but to be sat at 50 FPS is still very, very smooth. Not going to complain about that. How much is X-Plane? Good question. I really don't remember. I'd like to say it's around $70. Could be wrong. Something else quite interesting. So, for those of you who watch my streams on a regular basis or my videos, you would know that I normally have this on 8, but because of this particular aircraft, I can't run it on. Well, you can see if I put it on 8, FPS 20. Just this aircraft, for some reason, I have no idea why. I guess maybe 4K textures or something. It does look pretty detailed. But what I was going to say, I put it down to 4. You see it jumps immediately back to 50. But the anti-aliasing, just move away, you can't really tell. There's not much in the way of jagged lines, so this is the interesting thing. So they must have done something about that, because you can't really tell it's on four times. What do you guys think? It still looks pretty damn sharp, don't you think? So I thought that was pretty interesting. So in terms of what computer you should have, you really need to focus on something that has, well, for now, before they release something called Vulkan, focus on something that has a powerful single processor. Well, I mean single, so don't worry about the multi-processor cores, because X-Plane doesn't really take advantage of that. So for me, I'm running this at 4.8 GHz. That does make a difference in X-Plane. And of course I have the GTX 1080 Ti, and that also makes a difference, especially if you want to try and run it at a pretty decent resolution. Around the island for a little bit and then try something different. Pars Fan Ilkidat. I'm not sure how I'm going to pronounce that every time. But yeah, you can see my settings. There we go. This for me is the tell a lie. I normally have it on here, as I just mentioned, but for this aircraft I have it on there, but as I just demonstrated, you can't really tell too much. But that's my settings right there.
A lot of people ask about is the RAM. I only have 16 gig of RAM, never had any issues. So there are people online probably trying to tell you you need 32 or more. It's not true, and I do have quite a lot of stuff going on, sometimes auto scenery as well in the UK. Still see the stream? And can you still hear me? Voice still pretty low. Okay, let me try and do something about it. 1 second. Okay, how about now? Is that clearer? Okay, I guess the exterior view is obviously a little bit louder, so I'll try and remember that next time I speak. So yeah, let's make it a little bit brighter so you can see the scenery. Still averaging around 80 FPS. So, in terms of weather and sky environment and water and that kind of stuff, so I recently purchased Ultra Weather 2.2. It's pretty damn impressive. I mean, there's pretty other good stuff out there, of course, like X Enviro. I also like flight sim enhancer. I think that's really good. But for me, this is quite unique because it gives you a little bit more control. Xenvar is really good for depicting real weather, and it's starting to look really good. And with this, it's good if you want to sort of create your own weather scenarios. And also it has this settings window here which you can play around with to change the colour of the clouds, so you can make it not so bright, so dark clouds, light clouds. Change the smoothness, so you can make them a little bit more transparent or really bright. So I've been tweaking this to what I think looks best for me. I think it's around, I think it's $25. Or was it $35? I can't remember now. But it's yeah, it's really really good. You have different sky colours as well. Played around with that. For me, I feel like that was the best one. I can't select it here because you have to restart it. As you can see, this message here says you need to restart X-Plane. The same goes with the different cloud textures. For me, Cloud 2, I've tried the other ones. This for me seems to be the best or the most realistic looking. But it's really good. And it comes with kind of ambient sounds, you know, like while you hear it when you switch off the engines once we land. And the lights power, this is quite interesting. I remember seeing this in X-Plane 10. So I'm just going to go exterior view and show you what it does. I'm going to make it nighttime. So as you can see, it kind of alters the glow, so you can decide whether if you like it very glowy or not so glowy. Again, I set it to about 20%. I feel that's perfect in terms of realism. So yeah, Ultra Weather 2.2, amazing, really really good. I'm pretty damn impressed. The thing is, actually, I've tried lots of different weather scenarios, heavy cloud, that kind of stuff. And the thing that's really impressive about it is that it doesn't have an impact on the FPS. So that's the first for a weather engine, I would say. I mean, Xenviro 106, when I used to use that was really good because it didn't affect the FPS either. But this currently is the only one that doesn't affect it. Pretty damn impressive. So flight camera done a great job of this. It's absolutely incredible. Really good. The new coverage is insane. About 8,000 cars on that road below there. That'll be a pretty cool road to take a look at, super fun. So I think I've tweaked it to a point where I think it looks very, very realistic. Because this is the closest I can get to look in real life.
most days. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with what I've got set up here. So, wonderful, beautiful Jesse Lolly. There are some people... okay, so you're answering Jesse Lolly, sorry. Some people that work at X-Ray that build mini specifically to allow X-Ray to function at full capacity. Yeah, exactly. I think that's important. Any developer needs to be really taking into consideration the hardware. Of course, it's quite tricky because some people have very powerful machines and some people don't have such powerful machines, but kind of need to appeal to everyone. I mean, if everyone had powerful machines, I think things would look very different. But yeah, so this is I think this is Flight Tamper's first project, if I'm not mistaken, for X-Plane 11, and looks very promising. Looking forward to them doing Dubai. That'll be pretty damn cool. Indeed, it is Corfu. So, I'm kind of hoping Laminar will fix the reflection issue, so let me just do it and show you. It does make it look a little bit better, but you can see my frame rates are down to around the 40 mark, which is still not bad, but it's not quite 70, is it? To be fair, I don't think it's that noticeable for it to be worth having on losing frames. You can't see a little bit of the reflection of the hills or the mountains and that kind of stuff, a little bit of the clouds, but as I say, I'm not sure it's worth losing that many frames over. See, it's dipped to around 30, and I will put it back here and we're back to 70. So I think they definitely need to optimize that. No media, I need help. My joystick is sensitive, too sensitive. So have you played around with the joystick sensitivity settings? Null zones. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to control the settings. Is this purple plane from Prince? Not sure what you mean. Thank you. So we're flying around Corfu right now. We'll change it up soon. Try something different. Incredible what they've done with the scenery. Really, really good job. So shortly we'll move on to Barton, which is the next new scenery by Orbx. Head towards the town, which is just there. As you can see, it's very populated. We'll check a couple of the landmarks and the port and the land. I did wonder if you meant the musician. That's interesting to pilot. I've never been to Barton, so I can't really comment. See, to me that looks pretty damn realistic. I'm hoping you guys can see it as well as I can. Should be streaming at 1440, 60 FPS. So, yeah. Sorry for the coughs, a bit of a sore throat for the last week. So. Sorry about that. Yeah, I really like it. It's quite a big hour trip around the Good shot. Yeah, get back on it. Indeed, this is where I'm seeing hopefully by flight camera. With FSX, you know flight camera very well. Set up, there we go, that's better. So I need to set up the views, but we've got a couple of views here. Oh, it's a huge difference to X-Plane 10. Huge difference. You have things like PBR and dynamic lighting HDR. Incredible. X-Plane 11 is very good. The lighting as well is just wow, especially night lighting. Carlo, so you may have missed the beginning of the stream, but so I'm using Ultra Weather 2.2, which is payware. For me right now it's the best one because it allows me to control everything. For those of you who were here when I showed this, we can play around with everything, the colour of the clouds and the brightness, the amount of clouds as well. So about 60%, but you can increase it, you can see, or lessen it depending on your system. You can have the size of the clouds as well. That does affect performance, but I have it around 10% thereabouts. So it doesn't affect my performance too much that way. And shadow resolution, this really doesn't have an effect, and it's not that, I mean you can't really see that it's had much of an effect now, but I've tested it a few times and yeah, my system normally slows right down, but it seems to be okay when I turn it up then. So yeah, you have 12 different sky colours, different shades of blue, different dusk and dawn lighting. and 12 different cloud textures. I've played around quite a lot, and the thing is, when you change the sky colours and the cloud textures, you have to restart X-Plane every time. So I did that number of times, so I've reached the decision, made the decision to use sky color 9 and cloud set 2, because I feel this is the most realistic ones on here. I'm quite happy with those. But yeah, and deep blue for the water. There's different, if you prefer the green and bright blue and that kind of tropical, do that. But this also will force you to restart X-Plane if you want to change it. Yeah, sorry, when I'm exterior view, my voice is a little bit quieter. I've tried to alter it, but it's not working out. Unfortunately, Rotterdam, the default scenery for Amsterdam is not that great, but I believe Orbx will take care of that soon, and no doubt I'll be doing streams from Skiffle, however you want to say it. I guess you're the best person to tell us how it's pronounced. Okay, let's get this thing on the ground. Let's do sunset approach. So it's pretty damn impressive, still getting around 60 frames with all the scenery, even 70, so he's hitting 70 now, and even more interestingly, I'm achieving all these high FPS while streaming. Now normally streaming does affect it by 10 to 15 FPS, and before I streamed actually I was getting around 80 FPS around here. Way too fast here. I have to circle around. Excuse to have a look at the scenery anyway. Different light. Pretty cool light effects. See, that's all done by this weather application. Okay, let's try again. Something else I noticed now, I don't know, it could be just my imagination, but does anyone know if the water in the sea was moving in default X-Plane? I'll show you what I mean. What was that to do with this add-on? Because I don't remember, I don't think I noticed before the water kind of moving with the wind. So I wondered whether it's anything to do with the new add-on that I installed. You see those 3D cars down there? That's all 3D. Detail's pretty impressive. No, they have not released Amsterdam just yet. I think they only released it for P3D. But no doubt Orbx is going to bring everything to X-Plane 11. Makes sense business point of view, because a lot of people are going to buy it, I'm sure. I noticed Laminar also updated their ground vehicles like the tugs and the cart buggies, the luggage buggies. They seem more detailed, and the baggage buggies now have people inside driving them. Not too bad a landing, was it? The lighting at this airport is just really, really good. See how it's reflected on the apron there. Incredible. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they're doing England first, because that's where I'm from and that's where I fly most of the time. So that was really good news. I don't know how to add null zones for my joystick or change sensitivity. That's pretty sure that's just in the joystick settings. See, this, I'm pretty sure this is one of X-Plane's fuel trucks. Just slow down a little bit here. Unless it's part of this scenery. It could be part of the scenery. Now, another cool effect here, you can see this water, some sort of fluid. See that on the ground? Shiny fluid. That's pretty cool. Shiny, you can see. Pretty impressive the level of detail. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is a Fly Tampa or the new X-Plane. Normally this X-Plane would have something to do with X-Plane on there, but I don't know. I can see one of those baggage trucks. Now again, perhaps this is just part of the scenery. I'm pretty sure that was moving earlier. I'm sure I wasn't imagining it. Ah, see? I knew I wasn't imagining it. Now I don't know whether this is just part of the scenery or it's the new X-Plane assets, as they call it. It looks pretty cool. This is definitely X-Plane tug, isn't it? Well, it does say Laminar Research there on the front, so and I recognise it, but I didn't notice whether this had or not. Yeah, this must be to do with the scenery. Right, guys? Who knows? Anyway, let's head over to Barton. And what should we can change up the aircraft. You can see this is a fresh version of X-Plane 11. Let's just do Cessna. So there's a lot of stuff that I still need to install. Okay, let's do that. How do I zoom in and out? Just using the fast. I think if you hold shift, I don't normally have to think about it, that's why I'm hesitating, but I think if you hold shift and do any of the commands like zoom in, zoom out, or move left, right, forward, up, down, if you hold shift it does it quicker than without shift. I'll test it out in just a second. How do I access my joystick settings? Do you mean ones in X-Plane? Yes, I do. Let me see if I can do that in just a second once this loads. Shouldn't take too long, it's almost done. Okay, so this is what I meant, joystick, and then if you click on control sensitivity, I'm not sure if you can actually, not sure whether this is the equivalent of null zone, I don't know. But have a play with this and see if it does anything. Now it's telling me uncalibrated device, so I need to do this very quickly. Shouldn't have clicked that. Okay, speed brakes, tiller, throttle, trim, and I think I got a couple more things. I think that is it. Yep. Okay, so for zooming in and out, plus, minus, faster, yeah, hold shift. And if you click C on your keyboard, the letter C, that puts you in free mode. So you can move around left, right, up and down. The other thing is, if you do less than and more than, you can go forward and back. So I'm kind of using the mouse to navigate, and then just the more than sign move, and of course if you hold shift you move even faster. So this is how I do this, moving around. So yeah, this is button. I'm gonna whack it up now to 8. See, it's just purely because of the aircraft that I had. So it seems fine now. It's around, well, it's definitely less than Corfu, but Corfu is an island, but with all this insane amount of scenery, to be getting 40 while streaming, it's still, I'm happy with that, and 50 obviously looking this way. There's less action. It's a really cool lighting, as you can see. So yeah, this is Orbx. Let's make it a bit brighter so you can see. Let's time it with the cloud shadow so you can see the sun properly. Where is it? I've gone too far. I think that's probably it. There we go. And zoom in. Yeah, so it's pretty detailed scenery, as you can see. This is why I'm quite excited about Orbx jumping on board X-Plane. We know their quality is just insane. Very, very good. Yeah, it's very impressive. And they've also done some scenery around the airport, not just at the airport. As you can see, I think that's a ski slope there, a stadium. I think Old Trafford as well, just there in the distance. Didn't notice if they did Etihad Stadium. I think it's literally the other side of the city, but it doesn't look like there's any other stadiums. I haven't really ventured out that far. Anyway, let's give it a try. Yeah, incredible detail. In fact, I think my PC is doing something like an update. I can hear it in the background. Something's up, so perhaps it should be even better in terms of performance, but it's okay, still pretty smooth. Not gonna complain about that. Yeah, we're waving flags too. To be fair, I noticed waving flags in some of the freeware scenery in X-Plane before. You don't see it that often, but I've definitely seen it. Cricket Stadium, whereabouts would it be, Rotterdam? Or are you just asking if there is one? If you are, then I haven't noticed one, but have a look. The reflection, even though I've got reflections on kind of minimal, you can kind of see a blue hint in the reflection of the aircraft in the sky. So good. PBR, I think that's what they call it. incredible detail. So when they release England, it's going to be looking pretty damn good. Probably want one to fly anywhere else. Even those pylons are 3D below there, as you can see. Notice how it got brighter then, just because the break in the clouds. You can almost see the kind of darkened areas and the light areas from the shadow cloud. You can play around with the intensity of that here too. It's called shadow power. See, pretty good. But yeah, the resolution of the shadows, you can see I've lost a few frames. To be fair, it's not as bad as what it was. So whether I did something wrong, I don't know. Maybe just the clouds I'm using are probably a bit better with the shadows. I wasn't able to turn it up to max. Not that it's really that noticeable. See, barely. As you can see now, we're entering default X-plane scenery. Seems a little bit boring compared to ortho stuff like that. I ought to download the Manchester area actually for ortho, just to complete that. It's a shame. I don't know Manchester that well. I've been there a few times, but I don't know well enough to know what's what or where things are. All I know is Manchester Airport is in that direction. There it is there. Pretty big. When I first flew in this Orbx scenery, I thought this ortho looks so good, it almost looks 3D, but actually, if you zoom in, these buildings are actually 3D, which is pretty impressive. See all this 3D, 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 just almost perfect. The main city. See anything. That looks like a stadium, apart from the Old Trafford one. I assume that's Old Trafford, right guys? It looks like Old Trafford, definitely does look like Old Trafford. Gotta be. But I was pretty sure there was a cricket stadium near that, but it could be here somewhere, but obviously it's just out of that area. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it's probably a good time to buy a computer for X-Plane 11. There's some pretty decent hardware out there now. Yeah, and of course Vulkan, when Laminar Research do work on Vulkan, that's going to be even better. The thing, for me, Vulkan, I'm hoping it's going to solve a big problem in flight simulation, and that's AI traffic. That really does affect, you know, the performance, because it probably uses up so much CPU. Now, if you imagine X-Plane was taking advantage of all the cores, you would have a few cores dedicated to processing the AI traffic. Now, that's what I'm hoping Vulkan is going to solve, because I think that's something that is not done very well in X-Plane 11, and even, I mean, in the other sims. Okay, it looks better because there's better products and whatever, but still, it has a big performance impact. can't suggest anything else for your joystick, I'm afraid. Did you try the Windows stuff, or have you tried downloading the actual driver for your joystick from the manufacturer website? Maybe there's some sort of, you know, software which allows you to control those kind of things. I don't know. It's a shame this building's not 3D. This is a huge shopping centre in Manchester. It's Trafford Centre. Looks like part of it might be 3D, but yeah, my PC is definitely doing something. Get mini stutters, which I don't normally get. Kind of explains why it's gone down to 40 FPS, but it's okay. There's Barton once again. Happy camper! How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Just flying over Barton, Manchester. Orbx scenery, which is looking mighty fine. Let's try and land this thing. I'm going to land on, that's it, 22. So that way we get a little bit of the fly right over that warehouse. Should look pretty good. So now if the whole of the world was this detailed, that would be something. I mean, really, the whole world doesn't need to look like this, because most of us don't really fly. Everywhere in the world, it would seem pointless, but at least the major areas. I'm very good, thank you. I think it was runway 02, not 22. Almost north. That looks like a big Amazon warehouse, doesn't it? Not sure if it actually says Amazon. That's not sure that is either. Could be. That must be some view doing that in real life, flying over the highway. Okay, and we slow down. I noticed because it's grass runway, it's not as easy to slow down. I guess it's a bit slipperier. I should have gone that way actually. Not sure if it should go on that hard, rough terrain. Looks like this is supposed to be a taxiway right here. REP SIM code, no, this is not the Reality Expansion Pack, I think that's what it stands for. This is just default Cessna, without anything special. What I'm going to do in a second is I'm going to show you a slightly different weather situation here, and maybe a little bit maybe do dusk or something like that. So those of you who recently joined, I'm using Ultra Weather 2.2. It's mighty fine. It's really good. No impact on performance either. That's interesting. Yeah, I bet that's cool, Team Pilot. That's interesting, Happy Camper, because I noticed the opposite. I think grass is behaving like grass for me. Okay, so what should we do? Let's change it up to, let's do something a little bit different. Let's do that, and right. Let's do poor visibility. Let's do overcast. Let's do 2,000 feet. Let's put a bit of rain. I haven't tried rain actually with this, so that might be interesting. So damp, patchy. That's probably going to cause us a lot of problems in this aircraft actually. Oh well, it'll be fun. See, that might be actually too foggy. We shall see. Whoa. Okay. See if we change that. Should we try that? Does that look like Britain? Pretty much does, doesn't it? Okay, that's too dark. You guys are not going to see anything. I mean, it's pretty dark already. Look at that. The sun is almost... You can almost see it through the thick layer of fog. It's this weather app is really amazing. I'm just going to make it a little bit less. Let's do 6. I think that'll be okay. Okay. Now, I think I am going to change this aircraft. Okay, let's just do Baron. Should have a little bit better braking. Let's just reset the view. Okay, I think that'll do. Cool, isn't it, the sound? I love doing that. Okay. This is something else they ought to... I mean, it's a bit better than what it used to be. Now, well, to be fair, I'm not sure whether this is actually default splash or it's to do with this new Ultra Weather 2.2, because it's not as exaggerated, to be fair. Still, I don't think anyone's got it quite right. Brian, this is Explain. I got it directly from their website, it's not from Steam. Pretty sure. Is that it there? We can turn up the brightness. Let's see. I haven't flown this aircraft in a while, so yeah, this is it. Avionics, I think it's already on max. Yeah, I think it's already on max. There is, I'm not sure if I can remember if there's lighting here. There doesn't seem to be. Nope. Okay, I think it should be okay. Okay, I'm gonna take off in the opposite direction of the wind, which is probably not very clever. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, just tested out the brakes. When we come into land, we're not going to stop. Just so you know. So, pretty miserable weather. Looks pretty normal for England, to be fair. But the lighting, as you can see, X-Plane 11 does this kind of lighting very, very well. So for those of you who recently joined the session or the stream, I just wanted to highlight, as part of that Ultra Weather 2.2 app, you have the ability to increase the intensity of the light you are about to see. So I know some people like that kind of brightness. I think it's probably a little bit exaggerated. Maybe not so bad in this kind of foggy conditions, because it just adds kind of a glow. But, I had it on around 20, I think it was 20%. But yeah, you can probably get away with it in this kind of environment. Anthony, no, this is not default scenery. This is Orbx, Manchester Barton, and the environment, as in lighting, clouds and sky, is by Ultra Weather 2.2. Okay, we're going into the cloud now, so I just need to slow down a bit and just send a little bit. Otherwise we're not going to see anything. I think the cloud base is at around 1900. Tim, hope you're well. Thank you very much. And thank you, Anthony. I mean, thanks doesn't, you know, it's you know, it's not really me doing anything. I'm just tweaking things that people created. I'm not kind of the hero here. I just demonstrate what others have done. Just about make out Manchester Airport there in the distance. So that's just on the edge of Manchester. Raise this up a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Is Old Trafford lit up? Looks pretty good in this lighting, doesn't it? So, how do you find Ultra compared to default weather in regards to FPS? Much, much, much better. There's no comparison actually. I've got overcast here. I know overcast in default weather will cause all sorts of problems. So it's definitely better. In fact, let me just hold that view right there. Sorry, the pitch. I'm just going to show you something. Okay, just climb over this. As you can see, frame rates, if anything, they got a little bit better. There's quite a lot of cloud. So yeah, no negative impact, which is pretty astonishing, really. Just heard a thunder rumble. Don't know if you can hear that, guys. There's Manchester Airport right there. Highly recommend it, Tim. It's very good. The fact that you can control the texture of the clouds, the sky colours, lighting, it really is good. And on top of all that, it doesn't affect the performance. So I think the airport is just there, so I can do a final turn. Let's get the undercarriage down. Okay, turn to final now. See a train down there. All the little details like that just really does make a difference, doesn't it, to the realism. So yeah, once we turn down the fog, the visibility, increase the visibility, the intensity of the lighting probably is not going to look right. But to be fair, we can get away with it in these conditions. I think it looks really good. So I'm going to try and... Oh! I'm coming in at the wrong angle here. To try and come in really slow because I think the brakes are not going to work on slippery grass. To almost stall it. Do a bit of side slip here. That'll slow it right down. Okay, there you go, stall. I think that should be okay. It's a bit better than I imagined it. Nice little aircraft. I think they may have done some tweaks to this because I don't remember it looking this good. And it flew pretty well too. Not running XP Realistic, so this is a fresh copy of X-Plane 11. So I've only got a few things installed, so there's a lot of stuff I haven't installed yet. Haven't gotten around to it yet. I do like XP Realistic. I do use it quite a lot. I think I have 3 installations of XP11 now. I need to delete 1 or 2 of them. Not sure if I have really much room to park here. There we have it. So there's something I wanted to try, so let's change this up a little bit. Okay, so you can see that clouds are looking pretty angry right now. Yeah, that looks pretty nasty, doesn't it? Now you can see the lighting. See, that's now exaggerated. Again, some people may like that, but I think that's too much. And it's not even on 100%. Okay. I think around 30% works best for me, I find. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm curious to know whether they've made any changes to this heli. I know some of you don't probably like helis, but I'm just gonna give it a go. I think Happy Camper's probably the only one that I know that likes helicopters, so it's probably going to be a bit pleased about this. So let's give it a try. Tim, so explain. So Laminar Research released release candidate 2. I just felt that I had so much installed on the other X-Planes that I just wanted to start fresh, and it's yeah, I'm glad I did it. Okay, let's see what we can do. In fact, what's okay? That's broad daylight. Just okay. Let's change it up. It's getting a bit boring, isn't it now? Let's get rid of rain, storms. So add some cirrus clouds. That always makes it look a bit nicer, doesn't it? Dry. Ah, there we go. It's hurting my eyes a little bit. It's too bright. Yeah, that's nice lighting. It is quite boring, yeah. It's not one that I would normally fly. I have a couple of other helicopters, Payware. I was just curious to see if... Ah, they have made... I feel like it's a lot more stable, Happy Camper. It used to be a nightmare to try and do anything with this. So it's definitely more stable. Just alter the view a little bit. Need it probably around there. Have you tried it with the release candidate 2, Happy Camper? It feels a lot better. They must have done some tweaks to it, right? I don't know. I never really play around with the settings of the joystick. I just leave it on default. I feel like it's a lot less sensitive. You can get it to do exactly what you want it to do. Okay. It's usually set to 50% by default and 0% for the most realistic. That's interesting. Did not know that. Okay, that's interesting. Let's get this down on the ground. So, as you can see, the sunlight, the sun effects with Ultra Weather 2 is really good. They've done a very good job of this. The other thing, the update to X-Plane 11's distant lighting is just really good. I hated the fact, I complained a lot about that in the streams. You know, suddenly you would just see runway lights in the distance and nothing else. They've addressed that, and it really has made a huge difference. Okay, I think this is going to be quite interesting to land this. I don't really know much about how to operate a helicopter properly in terms of how you should come in to an airport, and I guess Happy Camper, you know all this. How you approach and land and taxi around and all that kind of stuff. See, right now there's kind of a wish I had installed XP Realistic. I got used to the kind of head tilt. I guess we, similar to an aircraft, should be landing into the wind, right? Which I'm definitely not doing right now. Just need to work on the runway lights. They're too bright in the distance. Yeah, they still are. It needs to be kind of definitely more faint the further away you are from it. I'm really liking this chopper. I don't know, maybe they have done some improvements to it, because I never used to be able to fly it this well. It's making me look like a really good helicopter pilot. Maybe I should have said that when I landed, because I'll probably crash it in a second. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Come on, don't be shy. So when I'm flying a helicopter, my throttle's reversed, so for more power I have to idle. Other way around. Okay, I ought to do this inside view, interior view. Okay, let's try again. We can do it, we can do it. Hey. See, taxiing. Yeah, I just feel like it's definitely a lot less sensitive than what it used to be. Pretty cool, I like that. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys is the new sounds. Robert, hello, hope you're well, mate. Good to have you on the stream. For those of you who haven't heard the new BSS sound pack for the Flight Factor 320, let me demonstrate. Okay, so we'll do that, and let's do Ryanair, because that's they have Airbus 320s, right? Ah, that's interesting. That's what did you fly in, Robert? From Barton to London City. Oh, in a Baron. Okay, that's cool. Am I right in thinking Pilot Plus, those guys are doing new scenery for London City? That'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure if there is a London City scenery, is there? I think there is a freeware one, but I'm not sure if there's a payware one. The Flight Factor 320 does take a little bit longer to load. We're getting there. Short field practice, yes, in the default, and not too bad. Okay. I need to check it out actually. I don't think I've tried London City with default. So now, guys, you can see lovely ortho scenery. So I'll make it midday so you can see how nice it looks. Carson, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the 340 by Jar Designs. That should be interesting. Yeah, I think it's hot, so we can just get going. I haven't installed any pushback, so we're going to have to improvise. Reverse thrusters, right? That's how you do it, guys. Okay, let's do a short circuit around here. Got to watch those hills under low weather. Yeah, oh yeah. When the visibility is bad, it's yeah, you need to watch out there. Epic Zeus! Long time no see. How are you, mate? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Some old faces this evening. It's refreshing to see. Risking it a little bit, not using the whole runway, but
on runway
26,
3,700 feet remaining.
See how much runway I got left. Okay. Let's do full throttle and then release the brakes. Shouldn't do this, guys, but it's just a sim, right? Right, listen to the sounds. I'm going to stop talking now.
Caution, short runway, short runway.
This is quite embarrassing. This is not the BSS SAM pack, and I think I know why. This is just default Airbus flight factor 320 sounds. What an anticlimax that is. That's what you call high performance takeoff. So I know why the BSS SAM pack didn't work, because I updated the 320 flight factor 320, so it must have. Yeah, it must have overrode. Did an override on the sound. That's a shame. Okay, let's hold altitude at. I'll do 4,000. Let's turn that heading there. Do you use Xenviro now or default? So neither. I'm currently using Ultra Weather 2.2. Well, the giraffe paid for a new cockpit. It could do, I guess. I haven't decided what. I kind of, well, I say I haven't decided, but I'm thinking of hiring out either a Ferrari or Lamborghini in a couple of weeks for 4 days. Something I wanted to do for a while. I've never done that here in the UK. I've done it abroad, but I don't know, I might do that. I don't know whether there's something you guys would be interested to see as a video or not. I guess some of you are not really into cars, more just planes. How are you doing photography? So are you posting your photographs anywhere online, Epic Zoos? Oh, yeah, the Orbx for UK is going to be insane. I think it's going to be really good. Yes, it is default on this Airbus. There we go. Should download the Atlantic Airways livery. Looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, I've not seen that, to be fair. I'll check it out. I am looking for some new liveries for this aircraft. There we go. Author scenery UK looks amazing. Really good. Something else what I noticed, and I don't know, does it explain, maybe just updated the OSM, but the buildings are freakishly accurately lined up on where they're supposed to be lined up. I haven't got it on max, so you can see patchy areas, but everywhere else seems pretty good. Welcome to those of you who've just joined. Mike, hello. Links. Anyone else I haven't said hello to? Welcome. Plane spotting. Happy Camper is here, unless he's already left. Tesla. Someone in my family tried Tesla. It's very quick, but see, for me, it's about the sound, not necessarily just the speed. You can't quite match the sound of a Ferrari or Lamborghini. Tesla is, yeah, I think I'm not too excited about that really. Fair enough. Okay, so you're doing it as a profession, Epic Zeus. That's cool. Lucas, I am not using X Europe. Should I be? I've heard a couple of things about it, but I haven't really checked it out. Ultra weather is very, very good, I must admit. It's really cool, especially the fact that you can mess about with the settings. There's a lot of things to fiddle about. It gives you a lot more control. For me, this is the perfect setting, I find. This, to me, looks most realistic. Quite happy about that. We just crossed the path of the runway. Let's tune the ILS. It's 260. That in there. Let's get this down to 2,500. Sounds of silence, exactly. That's what it would be like in the Tesla. It'd be kind of weird. I guess it would be just road sound, you know, road noise. Oh yeah, exactly. Old M3. Proper sounds. Bang, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you can see the cockpit. What would you like to see? Would you like to see this cool Google map? Shows us where we are. Or you can go to my media's channel, of course, and you can watch the streams, or you want to see. So for those of you, so Robert was talking about a giraffe earlier. If you haven't seen it, let me show you. It's not funny really, but the giraffe wasn't hurt. But anyone want to see it? Anyone cares? I hope they do some updates to this browser here, because it's not, you know, it's not perfect, but still, can't complain. We've got a web browser in the aircraft. It's pretty cool. Okay, I need to slow this beast right down now. Where's the airport? I think it's just to the, yeah. I think I'm probably too high. The sight of it again. Where is it? Could be under that cloud layer. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I think it's probably under there. Because we're heading over Southampton, I think, now. Yeah, this is Southampton. It's all good. Let's get some flaps. So I'll show you the giraffe video once we land. I think we're lining up with the localizer now, so I'm going to have to correct myself. Southampton just there, Southampton Airport. Any of you boys seen the airport around here? It's like stopping the car, ask for directions. I haven't tried landing on aircraft carrier, but there's a video of me taking off aircraft carrier in Airbus. Don't know if any of you guys seen it. I think I posted it on a Facebook, one of the Facebook groups. So I'm getting the wrong reading here. I must be tuned into a different VOR here. Yeah. One back at Southampton. So we're still, I mean, I thought we were a lot closer than this, but obviously not. I'm just about to make it out. Yeah, not too far. Okay, we're going off course again, so let's just correct that. What, so almost stall it, you mean, Robert? I can see it now. I know where we are. Pilot error is going to get us all. Yeah. It won't be the first time. Man, I mean, although it looks very good, but I don't know, how's it going to compare to Orbx? I'm kind of hoping Orbx is just going to do the trick, because I mean, Author's great, don't get me wrong, but it's just a hassle, isn't it? And it takes up so much space. And you get patchy areas with different colours and whatever. To be fair, the UK doesn't look too bad. I think it looks pretty good compared to other places like the US. Okay, we can do 120 knots. What do you think? I'll wait till we get a bit closer, because I'm just about to... I'm not going to be able to tune that. I have to dial it in here first. I was hoping to do... let's see. No, I'm not going to be able to do this. I don't even know where this is taking me, so let's see if we can do that. Trick it. There we go. Okay, now I can do auto land. See if is it gonna do it? Is it gonna do it? Nope. No, it's not gonna do auto land. Okay, anyway, let's slow this beast down. And I'm too high. Yeah, I think it will have better colours and saturation, I agree. I remember the days of Orbx in FSX. It was just really, it made a heck of a difference. It really did. Come on, is it not going to do this? Is it? Okay, let's get some air brakes. Okay, is it gonna pick it up now? Is it gonna lock? Yes, it's locked. Okay, get undercarriage down, full flaps. Yep, we're pretty much always in the cloud in the UK. That's right. Wait a minute, something's going on here. Okay. Go manual. It's probably because I'm going too fast here. Okay, do this myself. So I think I've set it to 109 knots. Robert. If I crash, guys, it's Robert's fault, by the way. I don't think it's going to like that. It's pretty damn slow. Already having problems staying on the glide path.
Approaching 26.
It looks like it doesn't want me to go that slow, Robert.
500.
Yeah, it's not, it does not want me to go below 120 knots. It's just refusing.
300.
Someone's just crossing the runway right there. Some truck. Interesting.
200.
Let's cut the throttle. Let's do manual. Nah.
100.
Couldn't trick it, Robert. Couldn't trick it. Although now we're doing
50,
quite a slow speed.
40, 30, 20.
100 knots. Look at that. Reverse thrusters. Probably just broke the nose wheel. No, the Airbus is too clever, obviously. Far too clever. Not bad landing, was it? Considering. They've improved the sounds of that. I know that was one of the things they updated in the Flight Factor 320s, the sounds. Still not quite like the BSS sound pack, is it? I think, okay, I know what that sound was. That was the APU going live. Heard a click. So, a lot of you probably know that I have the X52 Pro joystick. I've had it for 5 years, and you know what? This is really sad, but it's the first time I noticed that when I hit the trigger, which is the main trigger, the index finger, it has two. It has a kind of like a first click and a second click. I never knew that, so I've set it to the first click for kind of gentle braking, and then if I do double click, it does max effort braking. And it's pretty cool. It's really handy. But I just can't believe I never really knew about that before. Seems a bit stupid. Gentle braking and full braking. Interesting. Does this BSS sound pack include the P2 barking sound? Do you mean braking sound? Barking sound, yeah, no, I see what you mean. I think, no, I think the Tollis does. I don't think I noticed that sound, to be honest, Lucas. I quite like that, to be honest. So, Orbx is only releasing Orbx England, and then they're going to make us buy Scotland, Wales. That's interesting, I did not know that. Well, I guess, you know, if you're kind of that good at making... Wait a minute, the engines did not go off. Yeah, they did. Just still very loud, isn't it? Not sure if that's an error. Could be just the... Pretty sure it's not that. Let's see. Switch this off. Could be just the aircon pack. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if you're someone like Orbx that makes very, you know, high quality scenery, they know people are going to pay, then I guess they're going to keep doing that.
Okay, maybe you're talking about different barking sounds, Lucas. Or an actual, like a dog or something. Yeah, I'm wondering if it is cabin fans. But I'm not sure if we can control that on this aircraft, Robert. There we go. No, I think that probably just the power cutting off. No, I think it may have been. Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. Thank you, Robert. I didn't realise it was simulated. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, for those of you who haven't seen this, yeah, see if we can, let's just switch this off, because it's a bit loud. I'm going to turn this down because it's quite loud. Bang! So this is me recording it. So it went viral. Millions of people saw it. I mean, just on my video it was almost 1.5, yeah, just over 1.5 million views. But I was contacted by, I think in the end it was about 57 or 58 media outlets around the world. And I'm still getting contacted. I mean, this video was uploaded 8th of April, and we are on 26th of April, and yeah, still getting different companies asking me to buy the copyright to it. So I know exactly what happened, by the way, guys. This girl had a lot of stick because everyone assumed it was her who closed the window. But if you look very carefully, I mean, I know for a fact because I have videos previous to this very moment, and what she has in her left hand. So the video before this, she's got giraffe food in her hand. So the giraffe, she was feeding the giraffe, it was licking her hand or whatever, and then she kind of got a little bit, you know, she didn't like that feeling, so she put her hand inside, but the giraffe knew she still had the food in her hand. So the giraffe goes, now if you notice, she has a phone in her right hand. I don't know if you can see that there. There we go. You can see that? Phone. Now her boyfriend, what happens, her boyfriend looks away. He looks away to find the, you know, kind of to try and find the button for the window. And he doesn't realise, because he's looking away, he doesn't realise the giraffe has already put his head in the window. And by the time he looks round, it was too late. The giraffe just pulls his head away. And the giraffe doesn't panic, it doesn't panic to get his head out. But it was that smashing sound kind of made it freak out a little bit, but it didn't run away. Just put his head up, and he just carried on eating. And one of the zookeepers came in the Land Rover, and they gave it food. So, you know, they had a close look at the giraffe's face and eye and whatever. It was fine, absolutely fine. So anyway, that was my claim to fame. Not really fame, but yeah, the video went everywhere, literally everywhere, all around the world. Japan, USA, Norway, Sweden, Germany, Middle East, everywhere. So that was quite interesting. Anyway, it's helped boost the views on my channel. I think it's sat on around 5 million views now, almost 6 million, 5.7 million views. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And Denmark, yeah. Did you see it in Denmark, Lucas? Yeah, it was definitely had a couple of news outlets in Denmark buy it. I had people pay me. They all paid me to use the video. That was the interesting thing. And the thing that I found quite interesting is that a lot of them were paying. So the newspapers,
they just wanted screenshots, like 3 or 4 screenshots of the video. So kind of this screenshot here, and then a screenshot with the smash, with the glass shattering, and then afterwards. And they were paying like $70 per still image. It's crazy. I mean, I've never done this before, so I was kind of just learning as I went along in terms of what they were expecting to pay. But it was good. It was a good learning curve. So yeah, if anyone has anything that you think can go viral, I can help you out. I can tell you how to do it. It's interesting. Your wife should buy the copyright because it shows your wedding ring. Funny enough, you can hear my wife on the video. She's the one who is laughing. I don't know if you heard it, but that's my wife laughing hysterically. It's quite funny because some of the news outlets actually slowed the video right down, so her laugh in slow motion sounds pretty funny. Don't know whether we can do it from here. I think we should be able to. Let's try that. Anyway, I think that's yeah, it was trending on YouTube, it was trending on Google as well. As soon as the UK media outlets like BBC, ITV, you know, the big players started posting it, it was trending all over. Anyway, that's something a little bit different on the stream. So it's midnight, 2 minutes to midnight, so that's all I have time for this evening, guys. Thank you all for joining. It's nice to see some new faces, and of course the regulars. It's good to have you all back. I'm going to try and make this a little bit more regular than before. I enjoy doing this. I'm not doing it for any other reason really, just apart from having fun and showing some of the new guys who are coming on board to explain what this sim is like and how to use it, and just answer questions. But yeah, if you like what you see and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and like the stream. Thank you for joining, guys, and hope to see you all soon. Good night.